Hello, Vaughn. My name is Wade the Wallaby. And if you notice that the audio is different and the camera. Now, I haven't tried this out or tested this, but what? Jesus Christ. What's happening right now? Well, obviously, as you can see here, well, why, why am I here? And why can't I move the camera around like usual? Well, because I'm using my mom's laptop. If you could see below me, which is the Mac. Now, obviously, since the Mac uses Safari, and since that doesn't support that, I had to jump a little bit of hoops just to get this thing. I had to get Chrome, but I realized I didn't have to download Chrome. All I had to do was just I forgot what I did, but what I did is okay, whatever I did, I I had this idea. I'm like, oh wait, I could just do that, and then of course, it worked, and then of course everything's happy. My lord, seems like, of course, the quality of it is all right. The Wi-Fi is okay, but I got this. I didn't bring the webcam because I already have a webcam, so I left it at home and I just closed it up because in the description, my mom is having some trouble, and yeah, she got done with surgery, and I actually in these house temporarily. temporarily. Now, of course, since that this is wireless, which means that I could finally move around, I'm gonna plug the Yellow Wallaby, which is my passport, which is this thing. I literally named it Yellow Wallaby in the thing. Now outside, it still would say on my passport or something, but no, it's called Yellow Wallaby, and it literally is. You can see it's a little light, so if I keep forgetting that this is a Mac, which is Apple. Because when you I gotta make sure because this is way different because you know you know because I have like magic keys, the mouse and stuff. But no, I have the well, it won't show you for some reason. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But there's a big pad right here. It's MacBook Pro, I should say. And yep, this is the yellow. And I just wanted to see if this works, and of course it did. I actually did a test of the old my mom's laptop, which is actually the camera quality is just terrible. But this one seems to be okay, but it's not as I wanted to be, which is all right. I mean, lighting is not okay, but of course it's wireless, which means I'm going to unplug this. But first, I may need to do it the safe way. Yep, you see, I'm loading it up, making noises, and I'm gonna eject it. There we go. Safely ejected it, so it won't freak out. Good. I'm actually gonna, which I have charged this laptop up to 100. So I'll just put that there. You know what? I'm gonna have to remove this because it might be unstable, but okay, never mind. It's on. That's why I have this thing. Mom has this thing, so it'll be cooled off. But yeah, the Wi-Fi is alright. So because this one has a bigger, but the speakers, my iPad has a bit more good speakers. This is the first time ever that I'm gonna get to basically have a good scenery around here, except for when they changed the thing. So let me just put this on full screen so I can see my. Now, of course, I can move around and stuff, which is possibly the first time ever, well, in a long time, in months. That I'm able, and the reason my eyes are down here is because the cam is up here, so I could just put my eyes on it. It's like a little thing, and I believe the microphone is side. I know what a microphone looks like. Or is it just up here? No, it can't be. Somewhere around here. Yeah. Seems like it. Yeah, I can't find it for some reason, but as you can see here, it's finally able to do what I wanted. Now, obviously, I mean, I was wondering, but this kept battery. That's what the cool thing. And so yeah, I could have just used that, but it had its own camera, and the quality wouldn't be that good. But yeah, the Wi-Fi is all right. But if I walk too far, it will start to slow down because I mean, this Wi-Fi here is not as strong as at my other house because like it goes far. I mean, yeah, that's why I was able to stream for distances just a little bit. So yeah, since I of course can move around, which means I can finally, I mean, I've done this before. Whoa. So yeah, I mean, I decided I want to do this, but yeah, whatever. Yep, and I mean, it's all right. Took a while to load up. I mean, it's all right. So what do you think, guys? Do you think this is all right? Or is this just terrible and everything will die? No. What am I doing? Oh, I don't want to get that near TV because I might catch some copyright and they're going to be like, yeah, whatever. And we're back in my room, which, I mean, it's the scenery right there. I mean, I can see how this microphone is on this thing. It might be okay, but. And yeah, this is my yellow wallaby. What's in here? Not much. It's my own thing. I bought this with real money. Of course, real money. I bought this, so I own this. So yes. So here's the thing that my dad says, and whatever we buy is their property. Even though we're a family, it still counts as a property. Even though that. So this basically is mine. I can use. So that's why it was decided it's a container. I bought it from. Actually, I've showed you guys, but not like this. But. Finally, we're not in the position of boring background. You finally see. Or maybe I'm probably able to basically use the laptop and then rotate it backwards. But I'm not sure the lighting will be okay. We'll see. Now, of course, I'm just going to plug it back in. Seems like never any viewers lately. The only viewers I get is the ones that are douchebags. Warms up. Miracle. No! It's not. And basically what's in there is not much. I brought it because, it's my backup. Oh yeah, I'm charging my iPad because it's just cold. Let me see if it's cold. It's alright. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to. I don't know. Let me show you something. Hey Mo.
No. Wait. Can't. Can't you just wait?
Sorry.
I know, but I can't talk. Fuck. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Every time. Every time. Every time. When I say don't talk. I'm glad you're having a good time. Are you doing anything with the hummingbirds?
Sure.
I should have taken a nap. I don't feel good. That's normal. We need to go back to the house and get some items. You don't have to go, honey.
No, I meant we don't want to put so much stuff here.
Wait, I only have one. You can put one and then that one with the window thingy. Hey, you would have more hummingbirds if you had more feeders. That's just that. What is that? Beef?
I don't know.
I hope it's not a horsefly. It's kind of evening, ish.
Mm-hmm.
See, you see him again?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ooh. They are just like so hungry. It is never ending with these guys. Of course, because you've been doing it for a while, a couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hummingbird book. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That had a lot of interesting information in it. So happy that.
So tell me what's going on, Mom.
I'm so happy I found.
So tell us what's wrong, or at least what's happening, and why am I here, and why things are happening. And
Okay. So I have quite a few surgeries, and a couple of them require my feet. And when you break a bone in your foot and it doesn't heal like it's supposed to, in other words, when the gap doesn't come together, it actually goes farther apart. You have to get I'm going to show you guys because it's really cool, a thing called a hook plate. And Wade stole my hook plate.
no, I didn't. You put it in your bag.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Where is it? Okay. Yeah, so this hook is called a hook plate, and I'm going to show you how it is actually named this. And you want to get it out. No, get it out. It's not, they've already cleaned it. It's sterilized. That's why it's in there. It's sterilized.
Yeah.
Look, good here. If you're not going to.
There it is.
Yeah, but you can't see the hook. Like that. So what they do is they take this cool looking thing and see. I asked.
Get closer to the camera.
I know. That's what. Look at me here. Well, let me show you why I'm not getting close to the camera. First of all, there we go. Okay, and I'm supposed to have this up like this. It is swelling. I gotta get some more ice and stuff. So I'd like for Wade to get it close to the camera, and you see the hook.
Is this titanium?
Yeah.
No wonder it's lightweight.
Yeah. That's an expensive. Look how many screws. I thought
So this was in your foot, right? That wasn't
two,
like clawing at your foot.
One, two. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one of them.
I smell your bones.
There's two. Actually, they're not all the same size.
I smell your bones.
There's 2 short ones and 4 long.
So basically,
look, there's 2 short ones, and your metatarsal bone that goes along the side of your foot is very tiny. I'm gonna put these in the cap. There's 4 little tiny
screws, and this is it. And
this little,
and it was
if you look up the metatarsal, any of the,
it was a bulge right there.
Bones,
it was like a bulge. It was like
ready to come out of the skin.
Yeah, it was like let me
this part right here.
Yeah,
that's where it was. Let me see the hook plate.
Hook man,
Yeah.
hangman.
Wow, that is quite a hook. It was like this, and it pulls the bone from one side.
I don't think it was right there. I think it was like
And then when it pulls the bone together and it's nice and tight together,
they forgot about it.
Then they zzz, 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 that's when they fix it. The break meaning crack.
Hold still.
But my crack was more like the canyon. Then they bolted it down. Oh yeah, look, see the foot. You can tell. I'm just kind of really looking at it now. I guess there's little holes for the screws. There's only 2 holes though. I was wondering where the rest of them go. So.
Oh yeah, I see them.
So then that was 2 years ago. And here's what they do. They put a cast on you, and not just the cast.
This was on your skin.
Look at the bottom. Anybody knows about a cast will know that this is not a walking cast. A walking cast would have a piece of rubber down here that you can walk on it. And that's if you break your bone. If you break your leg, usually, or something.
Oh, my leg!
But for some reason, you have to be what they call non-weight bearing for 6 to 8 weeks.
So that's how long I'm gonna have to be.
You heal. So non-weight bearing means you gotta get one of these. And a lot of people have probably seen people in them lately.
Oh,
in stores.
why can't they put the name like the name?
It's not a scooter. It's called a knee scooter, and there's no motor on it or anything. But it does work amazing. You don't have to use crutches. Okay, for maybe younger people, and it's not going very far because, as you know, crutches start on your underarms, and you got to be a little pretty strong, especially if your calf.
Tough guy.
If your calf is very heavy, which some reason this one is, they really look. This one was the thickest one.
Extra thick.
Fun. No wonder nobody wants. Who wants to hear that? So the reason why, the coolest thing about the having a cast on non-weight bearing, not really so much cool as it is interesting. When you go back for your consult, pre-op check, which is always a week later, they take a circular saw, they cut this one off, and put a new one back on. So they do that 6 times, 7 times if you go 7 weeks. Every week you have to have a new one because it has to be looked at, checked, because you're covering up an incision. And they like to look at incisions once a day, really.
For some reason,
to make
funny.
sure that it's not. Make sure. All right.
Oh, remember you almost
Right,
you almost got your pinky cut off.
And then I'm almost to that. So this was I'm just trying to explain why, because this was 2 years ago that happened, and I had to have the 6 weeks. So we had to move in with my mom. That's where we're at now. And it was kind of, Wade does that, but actually he gets catered like he's a duke or prince or a lord. Lord Wade, right? Don't you? Tell me I'm lying.
A duke.
A duke. Yeah, I guess. Duke Wellington.
Oh yeah, you're Russian.
Duke Wellington and Warner. So they we moved in here, and the worst part was I had just lost a bunch of weight. It was doing really good.
Extra thick.
As soon as I moved in here, because we were here for 6 to 7 weeks.
Stupid damn mouse.
My mom loves to cook. I don't know if she loves to cook, but
she makes us fat.
Man, she cooked. We both gained weight. You are absolutely right. You grew this way, and a little bit, not much, but you definitely had enough food. You were still in the growing, like you were 16, so you were still in that growing phase. But man, you shot up like 3 inches in a month, like in a year, like just a little under a year and a half. That's a lot.
In 2017.
That's a lot. Yeah. Was looking at you here, and then next thing I know, I'm looking up at you.
Har.
5'5", which is
har.
On the top average
Where's
side
the
of girls. So then what happened is
Wait, is that the microphone?
Got my cast off.
Microphone.
Everything was perfect. I said, I can't believe how wonderful this doctor is. Amazing, Dr. Hart. Absolutely wonderful
Gorgeous
woman. She is gorgeous. And she's funny, fun, and down to earth. And I just wish all doctors were like that. But yet very serious about her work, but not so serious that she can't try and be a normal human being. Doctors out there listening, try being just a normal human being. You'll probably get a lot further along with your patients.
Hang on, let me just plug it in.
Oh man, I thought I was done.
Plug and play.
What are you plugging in?
Just charger.
Wait a minute. What are you? Oh, you're charging the charger?
Mm-hmm. That's weird.
Well, I was just wanting to know if you could just charge this a little bit more.
Okay,
he's only 12%. Can't you just for 5 minutes, and then it'll probably go up to 20, 25. Please, because you're the one who interrupted it.
All right.
They are getting so busy over there. Is it like in the evening?
But I'm already
before they go to bed. The hummingbirds are getting ready to go to bed. What?
Okay, talk about.
Yeah. Okay. So then I know it was boring, but I'm almost done. So 2 years later, that big pin hook plate is about ready to come out of my foot and skin. So I go back there, and she's like, "We gotta get it out. We gotta get it out of there." Now she did take it out, and she says, and my bone was so beautifully healed, solid. So she's like, I have no doubt that it's going to be probably even stronger than it was before. So for that, scheduled surgery. We just had that, and unbeknownst to me, my mom decided to bring me here instead of my house. And Wade was with me too because it's still off for summer vacation. So here we are at my mom's house, and we had hamburger helper last night, right?
Yeah, hamburger helper.
Yeah, it was you. Thanks a lot. I wanted butter noodles. I had chicken dumplings, I think, the first day. Yeah, that's right. Because it was still morning. I had to get up. No, I had to get up. Well, I had to get up. Yeah, that's funny. Funny, Rhonda. I was still up. I was up all night.
You're back on. There we go.
I was up all night. And because I had to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning, idiots, or 5:30. It didn't matter.
Be careful.
Be careful what you say around here. I
don't want to get demonetized.
But I just can't believe how wide awake all the nurses and everybody was. That's the thing. I did not believe. They were all so perky, and we were laughing when a whole bunch of us women
You left behind me.
It was
You left behind me
I left behind you.
when I was sleeping, and then you went.
Oh my God, I did leave you behind. No wonder it doesn't feel like you were there. You weren't there. Well, you stayed awake.
Are you insane?
You stayed awake, and then as soon as I'm ready to get my clothes on and get my stuff and go, I go in there, the door's shut, and you are just under the I couldn't even see you. You were hot, and I didn't have I did go, I was sleeping, and you didn't say anything, but a lot of times you don't. And I thought, I know you'd probably like to come up there and do all that, but I went ahead and just I left him there. I left him at home so he could sleep
all by myself.
But
with the freaking mouse.
But he didn't know.
With the mouse.
You didn't even know until
I heard the mouse.
When did we come and get you? Yeah, I don't even remember.
Like when Nanny. No, you.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Nanny came and got you
so
while I was sleeping.
Okay, then
Nanny went and got him.
Okay, talk about the foot.
I stayed here
about the mouse.
At her house. Now, what's really cool about her house? Here we go. I'm supposed to talk about the mouse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's what's the coolest thing and the best thing about coming to Nanny's house to heal. One, she cooks.
Don't move.
And the other thing, I'm just gonna do a little bit. I'm just gonna let them hear. The other thing is this. No. Why are you freaking out about this? Listen, I don't know if you can hear this, but Wade doesn't want me to get it. It's a hospital bed. And it's got the memory foam. It's so comfortable. And it is. It's the best way to, keep your foot elevated, of course. And it's got the back. I'm just not on it right now because why am I not on it right now? I'm on the scooter.
You were playing your stupid little food game.
Okay, well, whatever. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna carry on. What's the food game?
That.
I was playing my game, food game. I thought you were talking about real food. Anyway, you're the one who's got a frozen seal outside in 100-degree weather. So
I thought I was getting
frozen seal, 100-degree weather, frozen. He comes to tell me that. Okay, can I talk about the seal or the mouse?
Talk about a seal. That was fun.
and so I thought he had lost it. I thought maybe he had heat stroke while he was outside.
Or mental problem.
And then I thought, have you taken too many pills or something, or not enough? Or
Wade, my darling, are you okay? What's wrong? This is not you.
I know. I was thinking, I need to be a little more sensitive and try and find out. He has lost it. His mind is, because you sounded so serious about what was going on with the squeal. And
oh my nose!
And then I didn't know what he was talking about at first, but then he said right after that, the squeal was frozen. So I'm thinking seal. And then I thought, what's wrong with me thinking about the seal? And then frozen. And then I was like, wait, please, honey, now just calm down. Talk slowly. And he's over here laughing. And he's like, I'm trying to say seal. I mean, you said seal, and then you go, I mean, squirrel. And I was like, squirrel? Where did that come from? And then I'm thinking, a frozen squirrel. I'm thinking the neighbors threw out a frozen squirrel from their freezer or something. Here you go. And he's like, no, frozen, walking along. I get it now. So it wasn't a seal. It wasn't
Arf.
right. It wasn't squealing nothing. It was a squirrel. And he got words mixed up, and we.
And Nene just like was like,
we told her, and she just was.
You know how she
like,
is.
yeah. Unless it's a story about me and her doing something like that, she actually she doesn't get it. She gets it, but I think she just doesn't. It's like she's jealous that she wasn't.
My God! Every time we're here, it just gets worse here. Like in.
No, it's not near as bad as it was the last time. But when we came over here,
Don't tell
that first week was a nightmare. We were I was screaming at her. She was screaming.
What do you mean?
Me and Nanny.
When?
That last time we were here for this is 2019.
Mm-hmm. That was in 2017.
July. So that was in 2017, March the 14th. It started. So 6 weeks from that. So it was March and April. That's yeah.
Then I ran into
8 weeks.
And then I ran into some kids, over there throwing rocks at me.
During that time?
I think I got depressed and I went over there and these black kids were like on the Brit, and they were
so they can see you this time.
And they were like on the Brit, and not to offend people, but they were mean and they were doing and they were like, and they also did a lot of property damage to somebody's car. So it's not just me, all right? And they were, and because I was autistic,
you were just, really,
I was just strolling about, and I heard some noises. I'm like, I thought
you were stressed out, and you just went for a walk, and that was very appropriate for you to do, and you knew the area, you'd been,
and they were like on the Crescent Bridge. I call it.
It's a bridge. It's a rainbow. It's a railroad bridge.
Rainbow.
It's a railroad bridge.
Werewolf? Did you say werewolf?
No, I knew you were gonna say that because I'm like rainbow bridge. I don't know what I said now.
Every time we're here, it seems like it gets funny.
It gets worse. It gets worse and worse. Okay, so
keep going before we get offended or get reported by
the bridge.
Because if
it doesn't really go up like that though, does it? I keep thinking bridge, and that's what I'm thinking.
I really don't talk about this stuff because I might get demonetized and get terminated. Then
he went under. He was going under. It's a train trestle. Everybody knows what a train trestle, and if you don't know what one is, it's basically where the train goes over a road or a river or a gorge or something.
I think I just saw a view, but
this one here just goes over a little. The road goes under.
Hummingbirds.
Train goes this way. Road goes this way.
Give me my.
Like this. Okay, got it. Now what do I say? Now what happens? Stop looking at the hummingbirds.
I know, right? I can't.
I know. Me too. I'm thinking the same. What was he doing up there? So he started hearing.
I get this like one.
I don't know if did you see them first or did you?
I heard something.
Okay, you heard something.
And then I thought it was a raccoon or something.
Right.
And I didn't care.
Right.
And I was thinking about
kind of a little bit echoey under there because, like I said, it's almost like
and I went all over there in like maybe about 3 minutes, and I walked back, or 5 minutes, and I walked back, and then once I got like below there, and then like I think they said something to me or something, but there were like these two little kids. One of them was like a little kid. One of them
that was so weird. One was that they were both, and that's what the police even said. They were like those two were not even related.
Mm-hmm.
We were thinking it was a brother and brother situation, but it wasn't.
And they also did some
just like this is we're friends, and then one was like 8 years
I kind of feel sorry because
one was 8 and the other one was like 5 16.
Oh yeah
6, like tall, and one was just little, and they weren't brother and brother. They weren't related at all, not even cousins, which is weird because I think they all say they're cousins.
I'll tell my
yeah. So then they actually made contact with the back of his leg. And so I was here, and then it had been a while. So I said, okay, it's time for me to go out and whistle. I can whistle real loud. Mm-hmm. And so I
actually told some people that, because they were, I actually there was this lady out there. It's like, these kids over there, they're trying,
right.
Because.
So we thought that she called the police because the police, we started hearing sirens by the time you got back, which is not very long. It's just a short walk. And I whistled, and then you came back home, you were here. And then by then we started seeing police. And then, uh, you said to me what happened real quick. You said the story real quick, and you go, I told a little old lady she lives right by the train
And
tracks,
and probably
and she was walking her dog or had her dog out in
No,
the yard.
it was in
Something
the
about
yard.
the dog.
Yes, it was in the yard.
Yeah, she was in the yard with the dog or whatever, and that was the only person you saw. So you went and told her that somebody was throwing rocks at you on the bridge, and did you say, would you call the police?
I don't know. I just
Yeah, something like that. And then he ran. I think he was more, instead of sitting there telling her what happened or whatever, he ran home. So
they both did. That actually went
no,
to.
I'm saying you did. You came home.
Yeah, I was
After
scared. I thought they were going to beat me up or something.
Okay, after you told the lady, you came home.
Which like straight home.
Yeah. So I'll have him real fast. He got here pretty quick. Then later on, we found out from the police that they did get calls. So I think the lady did call, but the most important call was right after they were doing that to you. Then a car came through,
and they damaged
It was a BMW, and so the guy, they started throwing rocks at his car, broke his window, and did some other damage. And it was pieces of concrete.
Basically,
it wasn't just rock. It was pieces of concrete.
What?
Yes, big pieces of concrete. And can you imagine that's a lot of damage. So,
and he got out, and I think he had a gun.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe
he said I got a gun or something.
I don't think if he would have had a gun, I don't think the police would have been so nice about talking about it.
Yeah,
he probably could. But anyway, so he got out of the car, and there was a woman in there with him. I don't know if they were on a date or something. It was Saturday. With that, he jumps out of the car, and then saw them and started chasing them. They scattered, but he focused on one, so he must have been in really good shape.
He was pissed.
Can you imagine being a little man with big beer belly? There's no way.
He was like, you.
He caught up with them, and he called the police while he was hanging on to one.
Probably a little guy.
And then the police came pretty much right away.
Of course they would,
because they're right down the street. They're like 2 blocks away.
They learned a lesson.
And police station. Well, that wasn't Swansea Police Station.
But can we have some positivity? It's just a case of there are people like that watching here, so we need some positivity, or else this will get reported.
So so basically, the positive thing about it is that
not me, just them. All right, we have to, or else we get in trouble. All right, you gotta do something.
That was a red squirrel, the reddest squirrel I've ever seen around here that just hopped across it there. You know what I'm saying? We have gray squirrels. That was a red one. I heard we have red ones. Yet to see one. And there it was. Oh my gosh. He was big too. And he's like really big strides.
I kind of felt bad for them, but when I realized that you told me that they'll maybe learn their lesson.
Yeah, the lady police came in when she was interviewing and all of us
they went to straight to juvie hall because
they said the worst thing was because they were bullying and harming, not just bullying, but harming a person who's disabled, has a disability, I should say. And his is autism. And I didn't know this, but I don't think it was very recent, but I don't think it's always been.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I trust you guys that they were attacking me.
You didn't even know anybody was there. So
I'm being honest, people. So just in case if people are like
you
that.
Said it. Yeah. And the thing was, when the police woman was here and talking about that law and went in effect that if you're autistic or have a disability of any kind, that is automatically a felon, even if it's something like
I was like shocked
hitting you, in the back of the leg, but they were still going to go because of what they did.
Yeah, they also
who knows if it had just been
the parents have to pay a lot of money about that because of that expensive.
Probably, well, they probably had insurance, their insurance would have paid it. Both they could have maybe had to pay the deductible. But what they said was they're taking both of them straight to jail. Now, I didn't feel so bad for the older one, but the younger one, he was just doing what, his older buddy, he basically was just following him around and doing what he did and wanted to be cool. So I did feel bad for the younger, also because he looked when they brought him to the door.
Yeah, he looked scared.
Wasn't it raining and they had their hoods up?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was drizzling a little bit, and he looked so scared, but he also looked so
Confused.
innocent, like yes, and scared. He had that very scared look on his face, and obviously, I don't think it might have been his first offense. They got to start somewhere. But the thing was
And then, of course, I went to have an interview. At school. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And they really did. They made a big deal about this. Really, I do have to believe that some of it was because he was autistic, but I also think it was because of the car.
Mm-hmm.
She was telling us it was a lot of jams.
So leave in the comments below. Do you think
it was concrete?
I mean, if the cop said,
why would somebody just throw concrete randomly at people and cars? Is that really a fun thing?
Yeah.
For boys, I mean, do you ever feel like you want to do something in high? Do you ever feel that way? I mean, I'm just saying, because I'm a girl. Girls don't get caught. We don't get caught because we don't do stuff like that. We stay, like on a Saturday night, or a girls' night out. We might go around walking around the neighborhood, but just, not we don't ever think about like hitting taillights out or headlights. Some people vandalism, yeah. And maybe the graffiti, I wouldn't think of it, but I would think a lot of people might, girls might even think about spraying, and painting. I like graffiti. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want it on my house.
All right, let's talk about the mouse.
Do we have to? My mouth is dry.
Hey, that happened to me.
Yeah, when? Because I just took my medicine. That's why. How is it? And because I haven't had my coffee.
Should we have another episode of this?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
I think everybody, I'm sure, has a mouse story, but you have to. This is the best mouse story.
We actually recorded some of it.
Yeah. Oh my God, we got to review it. I was telling my mom about it, and then I said, "Oh my God,
we're gonna add that to our bloopers."
We haven't actually looked at it.
I'm gonna have some parentheses to it saying bloopers because we thought that it was there, but
I know I got so mad when it wasn't turned on. That'd been great. What? All I can say is, it must be like Houdini's mouse that came back because
three blind mice.
We find all kinds of nests.
And then when Griffin passed away,
2 days after our cat dies, 2 days, 2 days, he comes in my room, 3 a.m. And he was whispering because he heard something. I heard something, and I was like, okay, cool. I think there's a mouse in the pantry. And I think you said that quickly because you didn't want me to think it was like a intruder or something. I think there's a mouse in the pantry. I thought, oh my God, really? Yeah, I've been hearing the. Trust me, you were like trust me. I've been listening like for a long time,
even days.
Yeah, and I was like, and you're just now telling me about this? You're like, tonight was the worst or something. So I opened it up and I didn't see the mouse.
There was a bunch of stuff in there.
But, of course, right away, that was the first thing I know was turds. And, of course.
Basically mouse shit, basically.
Well, basically. So I was livid. No! And I did right away. Griffin!
You put him to sleep.
I said, if Griffin was here and even as bad a shape he was in, then he would have definitely caught that mouse. He was the best mouser ever. And it was almost like these mice were sitting back thinking, he's going to go soon. He's going to go soon. They had a little meeting outside. Oh, really? That big?
3 blind mice having a meeting.
Yeah, with canes. He's going soon. All right. We heard, oh, yeah, we saw him. Yeah, we saw him about a week ago, and he looked bad. Oh, yeah. And I think they took him to the vet. And we did take him to the vet. And the vet said he was fine. And a week later, he dies of heart congestion, which I knew.
We put him to sleep. We put him to sleep.
Yeah, well, that's true, yeah. I just meant, I don't know what I meant. I'm sorry. But I misspoke, but yeah. But yeah, he did have a really bad heart congestion. He just couldn't, so there he went, and here comes the mice.
3 blind mice
And
coming out with
then
the canes.
for the next 2 weeks, and then the ashes even came back during the time that the one mouse, which I think maybe now might be 2, I don't know, but I think it's one
mouse.
very cute, very smart mouse
Oh my god.
that can jump. Remember he was jumping?
He was like, ah!
Yeah, because I clogged that one hole. He must have heard you because he looked over here.
So
look, turn around. See? He heard you yell. He's looking. He's looking in here. As soon as you screamed, he did that. He didn't hear you.
Oh my god, I'm dying!
Wait till he sits again. The hummingbird. Oh, he's not going to sit down.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die! Oh no!
No, he's pretty smart. Look at how little his feet are.
I know. Oh, by the way, every time my conditioner turns on.
Oh yeah,
I remember when it turned on. It shit. One of them shit it. I saw him when I was over there. I was like, but he was still right there. They're so.
It scared me so bad. I shit my feathers.
But no, they didn't want to know. They're like, yeah, whatever.
So you don't think he did that?
I mean, talk about 3 blind mice, or at least just one of them.
Okay. Yeah, that was just now. We were talking about. We're both ADD. Okay, so we might as well put that out there too, because it's hard to follow.
Damn it, mouse!
Am I going to tell the whole story? You're going to wait till the next episode.
No, you are.
Well, I don't want it to be dark when we go back over to the house. So what? I don't even remember where was I. Let's see. You had came and got me, and I had opened the door, seen all the poop. That was one day, and then I cleaned everything out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that his favorite thing was the peanut bag, and I had left a couple of peanuts out.
I found a bat so I can kill some zombies.
What is that?
A wooden bat. I don't know. I was just.
What's that good?
If people probably saw my streams of Left 4 Dead, you probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so you have to. It's a long journey. Most people, would have just taken a mousetrap and he's done, but we can't do that. I have a hard time killing spiders even. I trap them and I put them in the freezer so that they go to sleep. When it gets chilly, they all go to sleep like child. Just like it would be in the winter, fall and the winter. That's how they do it naturally. And it's very humane for spiders. I know all you spider haters out there. That's
how we are.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not a vegan person, and I'm not. I don't work for PETA.
Who's PETA?
PETA's the people who tree huggers, and they won't let anybody hurt any animals. That's the people who got on the. Now you see on movies, no animals were harmed in this movie. PETA got that. It's PETA. It's an acronym. Pets or something, or people against PETA. People eating they don't eat meat.
So vegetarians,
like
our cousins,
and they protect all the environmental.
Just like if they're like bulldozing trees,
they protect and spotted owls, and they saved the spotted owls. That was a big deal in California. Your Aunt Bonnie and Uncle Jason belong to PETA,
and one of their vegetarians, and they're
really big deal in that.
And especially River, he's like if you that's why his torso was so weak, and he broke it, and he had to have like a small cast around it because he was so weak. And look at me, I'm like a big rock. I'm like he's like squishy because except they take
there's no meat.
Mm-hmm. But like me, I'm like a raw. What?
You didn't say anything. You didn't say who you're talking about just now. Just I hope because they might watch your.
I always think about that.
Yeah, because I know that they know you do that. Yeah. So anyway, I don't think you said anything.
I didn't.
You did? Because if you did, it was a mumble and
out.
Anyway, so
mouse.
Yeah, we're talking about the mouse. Mm-hmm. What was the first fight? Yeah, that was so we got
All right, we're gonna have to do a part 2.
We were because this was we're gonna do part 2. And part 2, just to give you an idea, we were trying to get our own live trap. We're trying to make our own live trap, okay, on a large scale. We had towels. We had foam, big styrofoam things from
polystyrene.
We had what?
Polystyrene.
Styrofoam, yeah. Big long things of styrofoam, towels, pillowcases. We had like what were those? Oh, the metal that
for books and
and for files, stuff. Anyway, we had all of our ideas.
Are you guys having fun?
And yeah, no, it didn't happen. He went somewhere, and we don't know where. So he hides a lot. Yeah. So our next one, we're gonna.
I believe it's a female.
Yeah, we think. And I think if we don't get him soon,
fucking.
I was trying. Yeah, and what I was trying to do was the live traps are a little bit expensive, so I was trying to get out of.
And my mom saw like a trap that was encased in something, and so you don't have to see the dead mouse.
Yeah, but it kills. Isn't it weird? Yeah.
And it's like
you throw the whole thing away. I'm sure somebody's there's definitely seen those on that. What's the name of that show that we watched with the bug? There's a bug. The guy was real cool. Like, he had a brother. They both had long blonde hair. It was down in Louisiana.
You remind me. I'm thinking about the bounty hunter, dog bounty hunter thing.
No,
they remind me of that for some reason.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right about the blonde hair. Now I'm going to think of that.
I know, right? I keep thinking about the bounty hunter thing. Oh god,
what was the name of that? Was it the name of their company? I don't think so. But they had a black truck they drove around in.
All right, we're gonna have to do part 2.
So yeah,
here I go, part 2, or at least
Okay. Oh wow.
I hope you guys enjoy. Probably not, and which is all right, but yeah, there has to be at least a balance of dislikes and likes. So if there's too many dislikes, please like and make sure that balance. But yeah, we don't want too many dislikes because that makes you and me uncomfortable because it doesn't match up. At least if there's like a 50-50 chance of dislike.
And the more likes that there are, the better quality of the next one is going to be.
Well,
we will try harder. Yeah, to make it look better.
Yeah, and comment to make sure if
constructive criticism.
And you have to make detail.
Constructive criticism.
And make sure don't say lame or anything like that, like other YouTubers do on my channel.
You can say lame, but then also have something behind it.
Yes.
Have an idea of yours. Well, actually, if you think it was lame, what do you think we should have done differently?
Mm-hmm.
Constructive criticism. I love it.
So the next time you do that to other people too, not just me.
Mm-hmm. Good idea, yeah.
Don't be a bully.
Well said.
We're a community. We're a community, and we don't like to harm anybody unless, but hey, a lot of people, never mind.
Okay, you're really good on.
Okay, so see you guys in the next live stream. See ya.